What is going on out there, peeps? Okay, I get into this debate quite often, especially with crypto geeks. Look, I'm not a huge fan of cryptocurrencies, but I'm also smart enough to realize that there is a window of opportunity for individuals to really benefit and make some really good money off cryptocurrencies. And once again, I'm going to explain what I'm talking about. I have these Bitcoin idiots out there jumping all over me saying that Bitcoin outperforms gold. No, it doesn't. We have 6,000 years of recorded financial history that tells you that that beautiful, precious yellow metal is and always will be the safe haven for anybody and everybody that knows their ass from a hole in the ground when it comes to protecting your wealth or building wealth. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. If Bitcoin were truly the safe haven and the gold of the future, it should never, ever, 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 did I say ever? Well, let me say it again. Ever follow the trend of the market. I'm talking about the stock market. So please allow me to retort and show you guys once again. And then I'm going to explain the two scenarios. One in which I would not be a fan of cryptocurrencies, and the other in which I would be supportive of cryptocurrencies. Sure, I tell people to buy cryptocurrencies, but I also make it perfectly clear that there is only a small window of opportunity in which we can make money off it, and then we want to get the hell off that roller coaster. Okay? Let's get into that before we do. Everybody, I got a Facebook group with the same name as the YouTube channel, Pimpy's Investment Chat. I will leave a link in the description for you to come and join us. It is free to do so. Free 99. That's right, free 99. All right? So come join us. We talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments and other opportunities. It's free. Free 99. All right? Also, we have another group called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes. This covers more of current events as well as those things that you might consider, conspiracy. 9/11, false flag events, mass shootings, the whole 9 yards. All right? It's free to join both. The links are in the description. And for those of you who are interested in buying cryptocurrencies, there is a link for that as well. Trust me when I tell you, there's a window and we will benefit from it. But whether it's long-term or short-term makes a difference on one or two scenarios that I will once again cover in this video. Now, I often said if I had Pimpy University, Lynette Zhang would be my gold and silver professor. And then I also said when it comes to cryptocurrencies, my boy Chico Crypto would definitely be my professor for that class. He has covered an article here that shows you that indeed Bitcoin is not the new gold. If Bitcoin was the new gold, it would not follow the trends of the market. In fact, it should be the opposite. So let's get into this because you can talk about it a little bit. Now I am going to cover this article. Here we go.
This article was released at around 1800 EST, and look at the Bitcoin chart. At 1800 was when the fake recovery was nullified and the true collapse came. And just looking at the markets, the Dow Jones, it had a steep drop opening yesterday from 25,600 points to under 25,000. But then volatility, it rebounded after the grim news articles of futures spread back up to above 25,400, and it kept surging past the opening levels. And then Bitcoin decided to rebound as well. It went up, down, and all around in just one day. So I'll say this now, stonks are no place to be day trading, especially if you're trying to use leverage.
Okay, do you see what he's saying? He actually said in another video, 2 or 3 videos back, that you could literally line up the graph of Bitcoin and slap it up against the graph for the Dow Jones. And they are literally identical. Now, what I'm trying to make is this point. If Bitcoin were the new gold, if it was the gold of the future, it should never, ever, 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 ever. Did I say ever? If not, let me repeat it. Ever, ever, ever follow the trends of the stock market. This tells you that people look at cryptocurrencies like they do other investments. Therefore, it can never, ever outperform gold. Not ever. Gold defends key support as S&P 500 futures decline. What does that mean, Pimpy? What it means is that the rich know to jump into gold and silver as the true safe haven, not cryptocurrencies. They jump into precious metals market. That's why it's really hard right now to find silver, to find gold. Although I did do a video earlier that showed you that Ampix does have gold and silver and it is on sale. So jump all over that, boo-boo, because I cannot stress this enough. I have set goals for all of my investments. And even though I've achieved my goals on silver, I never, ever feel like I have enough. It's the weirdest feeling in the world. I keep telling myself, I know I've reached my goal. But no, I want more just because I want to be safe. And I told everybody that, look, gold and silver is your way to protect your wealth. That's what usually happens. It's your way to leverage yourself against the economy. But that once in our lifetime, not only is it a great safe haven against an economical crash, but there will be an opportunity in which you will be enriched by the change of the value of gold and silver. That is where we are now. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is what I was talking about in the last video when I was explaining how I told people, oh, I keep buying silver. And I'm like, why wouldn't you buy more dinar? Why wouldn't you buy more dong? And that is because I set goals for myself so I can have a diversified portfolio. But every time I feel like there's out of all my choices, which one should I add to? I always feel like I should be adding the silver. Gold is looking to eke out gains amid losses in the stock market. That's what you should be reading about Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is truly the safe haven, you should be looking at the same thing that gold is doing. People turn to gold as a safe haven. The safe haven yellow metal is currently trading at nearly $17.32 per ounce, representing a 0.14 gain on the day. Prices tested a 5-day simple moving average of 17.28 during the early Asian trading hours. The futures tied to the S&P 500 are reportedly at 1.3 decline on the day at the press time, meaning the major Asian indices like Japan's Nikkei and South Korea's, I believe that's pronounced Kospi, are flashing red. Stocks are falling. The pulling of the gravity seems to be due to the second wave of coronavirus. So what that means is this. The stock markets around the world were dropping in fear of another wave of the corona. Anyways. So what happened? Cryptocurrencies did the same thing as the stock market. People started panicking and it dropped. You know what they did? They ran their butt over to gold and silver. That's what they did. So all you people out there trying to convince me that Bitcoin is the next gold, that's this crap they sold you on. So now let me tell you a little story about Bitcoin. This won't take long because I said it before. In order for cryptocurrencies to be accepted at all, first you had to lure in the younger generation. And how do you do that? By claiming that you had a way, a methodology, in which you could do transactions peer-to-peer, and it would be total anonymity. In other words, nobody knows who partner A doing business with partner B. They agree to do some kind of business transactions. There's no way for anybody to know who they are. And what happened is on the dark web, the Toro, people were doing all kinds of nefarious things. They were using cryptocurrencies to buy weapons, to buy drugs. They were doing all kinds of things. But don't get me wrong, there were teenagers on there that were doing other things, most likely looking at porn or buying video games. Because all of a sudden you find out that we have these teenage millionaires. Oh, what are the odds? So now you have acceptance of the cryptocurrency because people are lured in at the idea of total anonymity. That's what happened. I want to be able to buy whatever I want, and it's nobody's business who I am or what I'm buying. That was the allure of it at first. So you had kids, they bugged their mom, dad for their $100, $200 allowances. They would buy Bitcoins at 5 cents a piece and do whatever the hell they were doing with Bitcoins. And so some of them had several hundreds, if not several thousands of Bitcoins in their wallet. And then magically, all of a sudden, Bitcoin price ran up to 20,000. So it went from about 5 cents per Bitcoin to about 20,000 per Bitcoin. It created a ton of millionaires. So first you lure in the youth with anonymity. Then you get the masses to be interested in it. Why? Because everybody else wants to be a millionaire. There's that dream that cryptocurrencies would jump up again and everybody would be millionaires. There was a 12-year-old kid who became a millionaire. Everybody's like, oh, what a genius. Like he had some kind of foresight that he just knew that Bitcoin was going to go up to 20,000. No, that's not what happened. But it sounds good. And they use these stories to push the mass acceptance of cryptocurrencies. And now everybody holds on to cryptocurrencies, hoping and dreaming that it will one day jump all the way up to $20,000 again. This is mass adoption. Decentralized cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology is what people want. It's not anybody's business what I do, with whom I do, and what it is that I'm doing. So having said that, people started looking at cryptocurrencies instead of as actual currencies to do transactions with into investments, which changed the whole characterization of cryptocurrencies. Therefore, it became an investment. And because cryptocurrencies are an investment, it behaves the same exact way as the stock market does, with very few exceptions. Every now and then you will get what's called whales. They'll make a lot of transactions and they do a lot of pumping and dumping. Then you will see erratic behavior in cryptocurrencies that do not line up with the stock market. You have to be wise in that. So now, having gave you this dreaded story, people go, well, why do you buy cryptocurrencies? Because I'm smart enough to know, again, that there is a window of opportunity in which we will benefit from riding the cryptocurrency bandwagon. Now, I will tell you this. If around the world they are pushing for a cashless society and they want us to go 100% to cryptocurrencies, I do not support that. I think that is the worst case scenario, and I would never accept that. It won't be successful. It's no different than a fiat currency. There's nothing supporting it. They'll tell you that they have gold supporting some cryptocurrencies, but there's no way for the general public to monitor the true amount of cryptocurrencies out there. They'll tell you there's a way, but there's not. They'll just lie. They could just, at a push of a button, create another trillion cryptocurrency coins. It's not going to function that way. It's not going to work. Now, there is another scenario in which cryptocurrencies can be very successful. And that is, on blockchain technology, we are allowed to use cryptocurrency as a form of transactions that happen really, really quick, which also allows us an option to sell our cryptocurrencies in exchange for a fiat dollar that is backed by gold and other assets, whether it's precious metals or all other assets, including oil, gold, silver, platinum, rhodium, copper, whatever you want to call it. Then that makes sense to me. See, the ability to swap out my cryptocurrencies if I don't like what's going on, to get something actual physical in my hand that I can hold, I would feel a lot more secure about. So I'm just saying, earlier today, again, I got into a debate back and forth with people trying to tell me that cryptocurrencies are the gold of the future. Once again, they are not. They aren't, weren't, and they will never, ever, 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 ever. Did I say the word ever? Ever, ever going to outperform gold and silver. It's never going to happen. All right? So when people say, well, sure, I put about 25% of my discretionary funds into cryptocurrencies. I put the other 75% of my discretionary funds into silver. All right? I know I have not achieved my gold goal yet because it's a lot of money, but I can't help but keep stocking up on silver. Now, having said that, I told everybody, you guys who are interested in buying gold and silver, AntMix, which is my favorite site to go there and buy gold and silver, not there that I spell wrong, AntMix, APMEX, AP. Anyways, AntMix, precious metal dealer. Okay, so look at, there's not a sponsor. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. I was telling you guys that right now, silver, there's a sale for silver. You go over here to 1 ounce bars. Look at this. There's a sale right now. You should jump all over this bad boy. It's really hard to get. They obviously have a bunch in stock in order for them to be doing this particular type of sale. Jump all over it. Now, having said that, there is also a sale on gold. If you go over to gold, buy weight, let's see. What was it? I think it was 1 gram bars right now are on sale. Or they were. They're not now. Obviously, people jumped all over that. Earlier today, I did a video and they were on sale. Let's try half grams to see if they're on sale. But anyways, I did a video. If you guys watched it earlier, look at, they're low. Right now, it's really hard. So obviously, what happened was the gold has already sold out. Just that quick. Just that quick, the gold has sold out. But silver is still on sale. So go to AntMix and buy it now. That's a really, really good deal. I have 2 people that I know who are dumping, or not dumping, they're jumping, is what I say, on 500 ounces each. I hope you guys do it. When you do, congratulations. All right? Here's the funny thing. They are much older and mature individuals who have some discretionary funds for one reason or another. I'm telling them this is the smart move. Silver is the smart move. It always outperforms gold. Both gold and silver values are being dramatically and drastically suppressed right now. Now, having said that again, I will say I own a lot of cryptocurrencies, a lot of money into cryptocurrencies, like $9,000 worth of cryptocurrencies. I do, because I'm watching. And people go, while you're watching, when it does what you want it to do, will you let us know? Of course. Trust me, if I say, well, in my opinion, now's the time to sell, I will share why I think it's the time to sell, and then leave it up to you whether or not you do that. As usual, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you my personal opinion on what's going on. But enough of this debate back and forth about whether or not Bitcoin will ever be the future gold. It will never, ever, 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 ever outperform gold. Not ever. Did I say ever? It will never, ever, ever outperform gold. Having said that, I highly recommend you run over to AntMix if you can afford so and you got some discretionary funds. Pick up some silver. It is on sale. All right, you guys. Please hit the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. It sure does help out the channel. Help out the channel. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye.